Well, here they are, one of the many locks that we go through. We keep dropping and dropping. I think they said they're about 60 feet. Fortunately the top deck is closed. Beautiful morning, but a little bit fresh. Well, top deck is closed, so this is the bow camera. See the dark area up there, that's where we were about 5 minutes ago. It's pretty quick. And we're still going down, going down, going down.
They all just went into panic.
And the gates are opening.
Everyone's getting rushed. I've got the trolley in the hallway with the vacuum cleaner and getting everyone doing all the fine air.
And just see when up the deck comes.
Yep.
It is.
And combined with the fact that you're not allowed to touch my nails. So yes, so they're all...
Okay, we have to go now because they're going to close it, and it's a very low entrance exit, I should say. They've actually lowered the bridge down. See, everything's being laid flat.
Here is a selection of stuff that it's a food shopping. Remember I told you this is that mid-morning sausage and beer experience. So we're going to stick some typical music on, and you can come up and you can help yourselves, folks. Food shopping is now open. Lunch is going to be slightly later, 12:15 instead of 12, because our timings are all a bit haywire. But anyway, so leave a bit of space because lunch is 12:15. So everybody, here's food shopping. Enjoy, folks.
Company here in the building, and they put up this large red chair. On the left hand side, this large park is basically all part of the rally ground area. As I told you, this is a large area, 16 square kilometers, and the idea of why those rally grounds were so big is that building here with bluish windows. This is one of two federal agencies here in Nuremberg. The federal agency is called the Federal Agency, but on the other hand, this is a very resilient system, making it very hard taking it over by extremists from whatever So on the left hand side the main railway station, on the right hand side our fortification walls. You see the moat, deep moat going up to the first set of walls. This is always the same idea. You have two sets of walls, a smaller wall, the main defense, and the back wall, the higher defense. The fortification walls were supported and maintained by the citizens lived behind it, so every neighborhood was responsible for one part of the wall. And why do they still exist? Because in other cities like Vienna or in Paris or in other large European cities, you don't see them. They were usually broken down in the 1800s and 1900s when space was needed for a growing city and for government buildings, parks. Not so in Nuremberg, because Nuremberg went into a sharp decline after the end of medieval times, and only when the station started, Nuremberg started growing again from around 30,000 inhabitants to 300,000 in only 30 years. And Nuremberg also decided to keep the medieval image, because already in those years, in the late 1800s, people came here to visit the medieval town, to look at the medieval walls and the medieval inner old city. And this is why those walls were kept. Most parts of the walls were damaged during the war. When you look out to the right now, you see a stretch of walls there. And if you look very close, you might notice that those walls look a little bit newer than the old walls. This place of the this part of the walls were actually replaced in the 1930s, and this is an air raid shelter. This whole part of the walls is basically an air raid shelter rebuilt by the Nazis. Those walls were already broken down long before the Nazis came into power, but then rebuilt in this traditional architecture to give this impression that this is also part of the medieval history, but it's actually an air raid shelter built in the 1930s. The main organization of the fortification walls is about the main entrances into the town. There are 4 large entrance gates into the town from each direction, and you will notice a good example of that coming up here on the right hand side. There is a big round tower sticking out. This is one of the 4 main entrances into the old town. Those towers were the main
in there. We at the markets. We've been up trying to get Pam's injection, but unfortunately we didn't quite make it. There's a church up there. Always churches, many churches. Across the market. It's the market.
Well, it looks like we're going to hit the bridge, but there is enough clearance there. If you look on the top left-hand side, you'll see one of the crew members standing tall, so we're going to make it.